In order to enter the prison's death cell, they deliberately killed people to get here. However, at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, a strange singing voice was heard in the prison. The voice alarmed all the prisoners. They crawled to the window to look out, but the well-acquainted guards were scared to hide in the room and dare not come out at all. A bold deathball saw the opportunity. He pulled out a knife and gently twisted it after it entered the door lock and slowly turned the screw on the lock. Then he ran out of the cell, looking for the sound of the opera, but the more he walked, the more he went underground. Finally, he found that the sound was coming from an ink pan. So Shu Jiahe pushed the ink pan hard, and there was an ancient well below, but it was dark, and you couldn't see anything. Shu Jiahe had to throw a stone, but he couldn't hear the sound of the stone falling to the ground. It seems that this well is unpredictable, and the opera singer is getting closer and closer. The listener was terrified, so Shu Jiahe hurried back. But the way back disappeared. What caught his eye was a stone wall, and there was a groove on the stone wall. Shu Jiahe took out a stone man and threw him on the stone wall. Finally, the stone wall began to move, and there was an underground secret room inside. But Shu Jiahe had just entered it. When Shu Jiahe entered the secret room, he saw a shadow. So he turned around and looked down the drain. The upper part of the secret room was the kitchen of Shi Mianqiao prison. Fortunately, Shu Jiahe escaped quickly, and he didn't find him. When he heard that he had left the kitchen, Shu Jiahe hurried to look for the exit. There are 3 iron cages here, which are used to imprison the death of the executioner. Shu Jiahe broke into his cage with a car and locked the iron chain. Mr. Chung jumped into the iron cage right away. It turns out that these people are all tomb raiders with skills, and they are all deliberately killing people to enter it is the easiest place to store treasures. But the old man allowed these tomb raiders to come in. He wanted to use their tomb skills for himself, not to let them search for treasures privately. Don't think you can fool me just because you are good looking. If you are caught by me again, I will make you die a terrible death. I don't care which spring water you soak outside. But in my place, I can turn you into a dead fish at any time. Hai Tang laughed awkwardly and quickly left the old man's room. Shu Jiahe on the other side has already found a place. The sound of stepping on it is a bit hollow. If the structure is correct, this ground should be solid. But the place under our feet is hollow. Shu Jiahe's voice just fell. He fell into a hole under his feet. There is a natural stone tunnel below. It looks like a tomb. So they light up the candlestick and are ready to walk in. But at this time, there was a sudden laugh behind them. The old man turned around and found that he was Wang Fengzi from Tongqiu City. Who are you scaring? The first day I came here, I thought I would come back. Can you sing some foreign songs? I'm a dead man. I can't open my eyes. None of them cared about what Wang Fengzi said. They just explored the tomb. Shu Jiahe found that there was a water bead on the wall of the tomb. Although the tomb is designed to hide the wind and water, according to past experience, in order to ensure that the treasure is not corroded, the place where the real treasure is hidden is very dry. So it is unlikely that there is a treasure here. So they decided to go back, but the North Tomb Sect's brother didn't give up. He wanted to look ahead again. But suddenly, "Don't touch me! Lie back! Take off your clothes!" But Brother Pao was soon swallowed by the sand, but then his body was inexplicably kneeling outside the cell. The police saw him in a strange state and went to check it out. The result was shocking. "Brother! Brother!